join me, friends, as I play Papers, Please, the very well received game about nationalism and identity. I've seen screenshots of this, but I've never played this myself, so let's get going. Day 1. It's a new day. So I've got a letter there. Congratulations, it says. The October Labour Lottery is complete, and my name was pulled. For immediate placements, I need to go to the Ministry of Admission at Grestin border checkpoint. An apartment will be provided for me and my family. Excellent. Class 8 dwelling. I wonder what that is. Glory to Artstozka. Glory indeed. So there's a newspaper there, The Truth. No charge, it's free. After 6 long years, can the Ministry of Admission keep us safe? So I'm an immigration control guard. And I love these kind of old graphics, which remind me of early LucasArts games and DOS games. So, Inspector, welcome to your new position at Grestin border checkpoint. I need a stamp, entry visa, and return documents to the entrant. And it's restricted to citizens of my country, Artstozka only. Deny all foreigners. So there's a little notepad. Pay attention to passport nationality. Inspector's booth. That kind of gives me a guidance of what I need to look at. Time and date. Bulletin storage. Audio transcript. Rule book, and the counter there. Okay, so I can lift that up. Put it there. Put it there. Okay. So there's my counter there, and this appears to be a top-down image, and there's a loudspeaker there. Let's click on next. Oh, here's someone coming up to the booth. Papers, please. Finally, I can return home. Let's grab his passport. So, Joseph Tenenbaum, one of the Tenenbaums, perhaps a royal Tenenbaum. And let's see. So I need to stamp this. Oh yeah, there we go. Approved or denied. And let's see. Date of birth matches, sex matches, issue Orvek Vonor. I'm going to just say approved for the time being, and give to him. Glory to Artstozka. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. So that's it. So he's in. Looks quite simple. Next. Who's next? Nice lady. This checkpoint's smaller than she expected. I can't do much about that. Rosalevska Prevka. Now she's from Impor, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to reject you, Petrava. I'm afraid. I'm just doing my job here. Just doing my job. Who's next? Guy wearing a hoodie. You should really take that hoodie off if you're. He's waited in this damn line since for 8 hours. I hope it was worth it. Well, I'm afraid, Ayan, you're going straight back home. I do apologise. What can I do about that? You know, I'm just a humble guy in my class 8 dwelling with my family. Papers, please. Who's this lady? And another one. Deny. Sorry, Jensa. You know, what can you... There's not much you can do sometimes when these things happen. Who's coming up now? Papers, please. It was a mistake to open this checkpoint. Oh. So that's all he did. He queued up just to say that. Odd man. What an odd individual. Who's this person? Long haired. So that's the Artstozka passport. Andres Solis, male. Orvek Vonor, which I guess is one of the cities. You can go in. Oops, that was accidental. Ah, protocol violation. I got a warning. I did not mean to do that. That was annoying. Silly me. Papers, please. Another Republican person. You're going back. I am sorry about that. Them's the breaks, really. An immigration officer's got a tough job sometimes. And another one. Why, these guys are flooding in. I hope these rules change because, you know, our tourism industry is going to suffer if we don't let some of these people... Oh, what's going on? A horn's just busted. So that's the end of day 1. Oh, and I've got some checkpoints. $15. wife, son, mother-in-law, and uncle, they're all okay. These checkpoints, checkboxes rather, to press. I'm not going to press them because everyone's okay. Who needs food or heat? You know, we're living in a, you know, Eastern European state which is suffering. So food and heat, I think, are luxuries. So checkpoint success, analysts are upbeat, and that's it. No charge for the newspaper. Good. So second day, November the 24th. Oh, I've got a bulletin there. So from today, foreigners with a valid passport are permitted to enter, and I've now got inspection hardware. There must be this red dot there. Check all passport information for discrepancies. Enter inspect mode. Okay. Highlight 2 pieces of discrepant information. Okay. Let's put that in. Come in, come in. I've got my little bagel, having breakfast. First persons to come in. Papers, please. Who's this lady? She's from Orbistan. She doesn't have a permit, so I'm afraid Marlene's going to have to go back. Next. What happened there? Happened clear. For entry, alright. I made a mistake there. Well, this person's definitely not from... His passport's a different type, so he's denied. I'm sorry about that, boss. Maybe you'd have been our next writer, philosopher, actor, but what can I do? It's my job. I'm getting thirsty, so I'm going to drink something. Patrick Brand from the United Federation. I'm going to deny him. Also, the photo doesn't look like him as well, but I'm going to deny him anyway. Because, oh yeah, because he needs a entry permit, doesn't he? Papers, please. Hurry up. I'm meeting bus soon. Well, I've got to do my job, Nicoletta. I've got to do my job. I've got to do it properly. So, don't go fussing about something which neither of us can do much about. I've got to do the job, and I'm going to do it, so deal with it. So this is someone from Import who doesn't have their permit. Sorry boss, you're going back. Who's next? This lady. Hello handsome, she's saying. You look bored. Hello Svetlana. If you're good to... Oh no, this doesn't sound very nice. The Pink Vice in Egrestin. Looks like she's given me the flyer for a brothel. She is 23. She looks a bit older. But what can I do? I've got to prove her. You know, she's a... I'll be around a couple of months, don't forget to visit. I've got a wife and son, Svetlana. Not much I can do about that. Who's this person? Sofia Lasovska from True Glorian in Obristan. Oh. What happened? What's going on? Oh shit, someone's jumped over the barrier. And he's being shot. Ooh. Oh my word. It looks like a terrorist attack. What happened? They was cut short by a terrorist attack. Your son is sick and needs medicine. Okay, well I better give medicine and maybe give some food and heat to people as well in my family. Terror strike at Grestin. Kolechian agitators. Get more guards and more security. So our lovely little new nation is, or recently freed nation, is becoming a totalitarian regime. Entry for non-citizens is now regulated. All foreigners require a valid entry ticket. They need an entry ticket. Okay. Let's get going. Why do these people want to come into a country which is in the grips of a terrorist atrocity? So Kim Nysonen doesn't have an entry ticket, I'm afraid. You're going... Oh no, he does! Oh, you gave it to me too late. What can I do? It came just too late. Next. I hate this MOA, just... They're so quick to find me. Petrov, Trostaya, Doesn't have an entry ticket, this guy, so he's going back. Next. There wasn't before just one guard, now there's 5. Hey there. She can make you happy every time. Another one of these. This brothel seems to be doing well, this pink vice. So, looks fine. She's got the valid entry ticket. Okay, so she can go. She can go in, have a good time. Have a good time, Ava. As I say, I've got a wife and son, so I can't visit you. Natasha Strawowska. Yep, she can go in. She's a fellow citizen, so I'm happy with her. Who's this person, lady? I'm lucky to have a job, so chill out. I'm just doing what I've been asked to do. Someone's got to let people in. Be safe. Well, it's kind of her to say that. Right, who's this person? A lady. She's looking down. She doesn't look too happy. Valid on the... Ooh, that date isn't the same as the date that it is today. So I'm afraid, Cartagena, you're going home. Not much I can do about that. I'm afraid you really need to sort out the letters and forms from your end before you come to me. Who's this? Miriam Slatova. Looks fine. 42-year-old lady from the United Federation. Yep, you can go in. Cause no trouble, please. Who's next? This gentleman. Okay, here we go. Glory to Artstozka, the greatest country. Where's your papers? This friendly chap hasn't... Let's do this. Highlight discrepancies. No papers. No correlation. So what do I need to do here? Let's get the rule book. Basic rules. Entrant must have a passport. Discrepancy detected. Okay, so now I have to interrogate. Where's your passport? Passport? Passport not required. I want to let him in, but at least for comedy value, this guy would be good. But really, he needs to bring his passport. I can't have any exceptions, even if they're friendly and fun people. Who's this fella? So Yanni from Boston in Republia. Let's check it. Is Boston a town in Republia? Yes, it is. So, oh, whoa, it says female. You're not female. Denied. You're going home. Cheeky monkey. He's not a woman, but he's claiming to be. Right, who's this? Bobston Tolman from Sunkado in Impor. I know that's an Impor now already. I'm happy with that. You can go in. You can go in, sir. Okay. Who's this person? Gustavo Lazo. Yeah, that looks all in order. You can go in. Please cause no trouble, Gustavo. And welcome to our lovely country, Artstozka. Who's this lady? She's from Republia, but her passport's expired, I'm afraid. Your passport's expired, Ellen. What I can't do anything about this, so I don't know what you're planning. Maybe you were going to be a great violinist for our orchestra, but really do need a passport, which works. Who's this person? Kolecia Jalowski Penta from Ordwek Vono. Let's see if that's in Kolecia. Ordwek. No, it's not. It's not in that country, so let's reject him. Oops. You're going home. That's very clever. These hoodies are quite hard to uh, see. Right, I'm not sure. There's a discrepancy detector rather. Your picture, it's different. It is me. What can I do? I'm gonna have to deny her without any other technology. I can't really let her in. Can't let the lady in. Oh, there's the ferry. Or the honk to say it's finished. Erica Marchovich. And yes, her entry ticket's not valid. It's the 27th of November, Erica, so I'm afraid, again, you have to go home. And I do apologise. It's not something I do with a strong heart, I do with a heavy heart. So 35. Everyone's happy. I'm not going to bother with giving them food or heat because, you know, gotta save money in this day and age. Black market activity explodes. Checkpoint expansion postponed. Okay. So we were going to have a checkpoint expansion, but we don't have one. So the third day in my job. Stricter credential requirements instituted. Must show their ID card. Foreigners must have an entry permit. Okay, so entry tickets are no longer valid. Fair enough. Who's coming in? First person of the day. Who are you? She's coming to live with her husband. Is our lady here? Misha Lasky from Lezaradi in Republia. Is that in the right place? Yes, it is. And there's lots more information now to look at the passport numbers, everything. But I think that's okay. Let's give it back to her anyway. Please cause no trouble, Michelle. Good, I didn't get any error message there, so he's coming for a visit. Duration of stay? Couple of months. He's saying 2 months here. But actually, is this a woman or a man? It's hard to tell. Oh, discrepancy detected. My instinct was right, as the document says. Well, I'm afraid I'm going to deny you because you also said couple of months when it says only 2 months, and I'm big on semantics, so for me a couple of months is more than 2 months. You know, some might differ, but I guess you were with the wrong person today, with me. So, Yames. 3 days maybe. He doesn't have the right thing. The tickets don't work anymore. You need a permit. Yames, you need a permit so you can go home. I'm afraid. Bullshit. Well, then, well, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can get a refund. Don't have a go at me. Who's this lady? Elizabeth Olenyatko. Just 14 days, so that checks out. Looks okay. Let's give that back to her. That was fine. Haven't made any errors so far according to this. Casey Beckwith. Hasn't seen her son in 6 years. 6 months. Oh, but I know, but her permit is expired already. I'm sorry, Casey. I just give it a bit more time. Curse you. Give it a bit more time, Casey, and reply. Didn't want to do that. That's passing through. 14 days. Nora Brinovska. Son Kado. Is that in Republia? No, it's not. So her issuing place was the wrong place. Issuing city. Nothing's getting past me today. I'm on form. I must have had a lot of coffee in the morning. So, Laura Marinosh. 2 weeks, yes, that checks out. Enter by that, looks okay to me. Yeah, let's approve that. Hair's a bit shorter, but I'm happy with that. Oh, what did I do wrong? Invalid name. I got that wrong. Let's put that there. Oh, it's our chat from earlier. Artstozka's still the best country for sure. Cobra stand, silly Georgie. Sorry, Georgie. You'll have to come back a bit later. Good old Georgie. Here's someone from my own place, Artstozka, with her ID card. Date of birth looks fine. Tabita Renozovic. Let's approve that. Welcome home, Tabita. Hope you have a good time. Oh, what did I do wrong? Invalid district. Bloody hell. These guys are vicious. Natania Winchova. 14 days. That looks fine to me. Enter by that point. Okay. That looks fine. Oh god, what did I do? Invalid gender. These guys. This is brutal. Came to work. Remain forever. Oh, it says 1 year there. So now I can get something right. Made a few consecutive mistakes there, but hope I don't get fined too much for that. Who's next? This chap. Sullen looking chap. Wojtek Janasek. Date of birth's fine. That's gotta be fine. I didn't check the district, did I? Oh, I didn't get fined there, I was lucky. Just realised checking the district for the entry ticket is something I should have done. Lyra Lay, transit. 2 days, okay, that checks out. Enter by, oh! Enter by, she's too late, I'm afraid, Lyra. I'm sorry, Lyra. Who's next? Who's this lady? Antigua Rhea. Diaz. Oh, already I can see her passport number is different to the code there, so that's a quickie. Quick denied. Rhea, you're going home. You're going home, love. I'm afraid. There's no two ways about it. Who's this? Penelope Modinsk. She plans to work. Duration of stay 30 days, which is 1 month, obviously. That looks fine. Hair's a bit short in the photo, but it's acceptable. Just want to make sure that I don't get another fine because, you know, I'm... Oh, what did I do wrong? Invalid name. 5 credits. That's frustrating. Couple of months. Couple of months. 2 months there. I'm going to deny him. I contend that a couple of months is more than 2 months. Oh, but obviously the MOA doesn't. 10 credit penalty, shit. Well, this person doesn't have a passport. Let's go back to the rulebook. Entrant must have a passport. Let's click that up. Discrepancy detected. Interrogate. Passport is required. What is passport? I'm afraid you're going home. Go. It's been a long day. I've lost lots of money because of penalties, because of the bloody MOA, and I'm pissed off. Everyone's sick and hungry, and the rent's gone up. But thankfully, I can still have some savings after paying food and heat and medicine, so life is still good. Republicans track star wanted for murder. I wonder if it's intentional that they've made Republican sound a bit like Republican, the American political party, and of course in other countries as well. So you are authorized to detain suspicious individuals, interrogate discrepancies to enable detention option. Okay, that's good. So now I've got more of a ability to deal with suspected threats. Papers, please. Who's this person? Visiting how long? Couple of days. So these people consider couple to be 2. Oh, his passport number's wrong. Let's interrogate. There are two different numbers here. I do not know what to say. Detain. What's happening? Hmm. So I could have just denied his passport rather than detaining him. Coming to live with his wife. Well, he doesn't have a passport. Who are my passports? Um, sorry. Oh, you need a passport. I can't really. There's not really too much I can do about that. You need a passport. I'm afraid. Who's this person? Vince Lestrade. He's transiting somewhere. Duration of stay, just 2 days. Okay, passport number's fine. Vince's name is fine. And that's in Republia, so you can go. Have a good stay for 2 days. Enjoy the many delights of Artstozka, of which the one I've only discovered so far is the pink vice. So transit for a couple of weeks. Zurab Kandazi, sounds Georgian. From Republic again, he can go. That should be fine. Good, I've had no fines so far. Papers, please. Alexei Medici. 2 days. Alexei. I'll just check if that's a woman's name or a... No. Okay, so they're happy with that. Let's get her in. That's fine. Yep, you can go. Alexei can go in. Okay, who's this chap? Papers, please. What is the purpose of your trip? Just visiting. Couple of months he is. Dorian Wainwright, entered by then. Yep, you can enjoy your stay. Dorian, please cause no trouble. We've had a recent terrorist attack and tempers are frayed. So he's coming to live with his wife forever. I'm going to heighten this because he's wearing a hoodie. He had surgery. Oh, fingerprint, that's come up, so I've got a bit more tech. Give this paper to the applicant. Okay, so I can compare fingerprints. And that looks fine, that looks instinctively, I'm happy with that. Let's chuck it all, he can go in. Have a good day. Who's next? Piotr Vostok, who's finally free from Antegrin tyranny. So he wants to stay here forever, that's fine, you can stay, Piotr. Please be kind to my wife, she's just after me. Well, I've got to judge each case by its own merits, I'm afraid, so papers please. So she's his husband. Where's the entry permit? There's no entry permit, I'm afraid. Katya, I know he's your husband, but everyone's struggling. You have doomed me. Oh shit, I just realised she's from Antegria, so if she's a political activist, she might have been... I might have got her in a lot of trouble. Oh well. My family's sick as well, so I've got to... Well, really, she should have sorted out her documentation before getting here, you know, I didn't. It wasn't my fault, I don't think, anyway. Oh, what did I do wrong there? Invalid gender, missed that one out. Papers, please. He wants to move here. Or she, rather. That should be fine. You can move here and enjoy the lovely country. Oh, what did I do there? Invalid issuing city. Damn. This lady here. Um, Varlas district. Okay, so I'm going to reject that if the district's the wrong one. Yeah. I've got to be more on the ball when it comes to city of where they've been given entry from. So her passport number does not match. Discrepancy detected. Let's interrogate. There's a discrepancy. Check again. Detain. I'm sorry. I checked. So 2 people detained so far for Artstozka. Stian Andresen for 2 weeks. Looks fine. Great rapid. Enter by. Oh, but it's the wrong date. Discrepancy detected. You cannot enter using an expired document. I'm sorry. Sorry, sir, Mr. Stian. You're going home. You are going home. Who's this lady? Suzanne Gukevska from East Greston. Again, here it says Wozenfield. I don't know what this. I don't know if I'm doing this right or wrong, but I'm gonna put that there. Oh no, it's finished. So I've got a booth upgrade available. Let's save on the food and heat and upgrade my booth instead. You know, if everyone's okay, there's no need to go crazy. Jobs are becoming fewer. Immigrants, bloody immigrants coming in, taking all their jobs. Let's walk to work. Okay. Ministry of Labour has instituted a special program to control immigrant labour. So anyone who's going for work needs a work pass. Okay. Let's put that in there. And go on next. Papers, so that looks like the work permit. Journal Artstozka. From Outer Grouse. 2 months. Enter by then. Okay. That should be fine. Cause no trouble. So this lady's coming for food service for half a year. Oh, it's food, but she's coming with that card. Let's highlight that discrepancy. No. Well, let her in. I guess she could be working in the food industry in the pink vice. Please help me. What's she saying? Please help me. There's a man called Danny Ludum. Promised me and my sister good work. I do not trust him. I'm afraid he will take my passport and force me to work at a brothel. Please do something. Okay, I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out for you. Who's this? Dentist? In for a few weeks. Okay, that looks fine. Where's John Markledge? He can go in. We need a few good dentists for our subjects. Who's this person? Transit. Oh! I'm going to reject her straight off the bat. She said transit, and it says here that she's in aviation. She's no pilot. I'm sending her back. Oh, it's this chap again. Georgie, old friend, hello. This time everything's set, but he doesn't have a permit, so you have to go home, Georgie, I'm afraid. You do that. I look for anything and come back, he says. I'm sure he will. Misha Oxlong, who's immigrating from Obristan. That checks out, looks like it looks good. Everything's in order. You can go, Misha. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with you. This guy looks quite... Ooh. I give him a good girl. He's from the Pink Vice. So, let's highlight that. What do I need to highlight? I need to highlight the fact that this guy is the bad person from before. Yes, damn it. Discrepancy. Let's interrogate him. Dari Ludum. Detain. You're going to jail. Get out. So the two cops are pulling him away. He's immigrating, but he doesn't have a passport. So he's got to go, I'm afraid. Oh, here's his passport. Okay. Well, that looks good, I guess. Chaos Trusty. You can go in. But should I go in his passport a bit earlier? She's transiting. Is Rosa. A couple of weeks from Kolechia. Passport checks out. She can go. Godspeed to you, Rose. Stephanie Sotirova. Staying for 2 days only. From Antegria. Oops. What happened? Oh! A terrorist attack for Kolechia, our neighbour. The day was cut short by a terrorist attack. Your son is sick and needs medicine. So let's give them... They're all cold as well. And hungry, so... I've got savings in the bank. Human trafficking ring shut down. Ooh, so that fella was a mastermind for human trafficking. Well, we knew that, didn't we? So, next day. I've got a search scanner. Collection extremists are suspected, so all collections need to be searched. Okay, so I've got... Looks like an X-ray scanner. An X-ray scanner, okay. Who's next? I don't want to discriminate against collections, but I probably have to, really. Let's get the rulebook out. So all collections must be searched. Interrogate. Search. Okay, so she's getting an X-ray scanner. Done. Few photos. And she looks fine. She can go home. Go in. I feel bad that I'm treating collections this way, not the others. Alexis is coming for sports. From Shingleton. You can go in. Well done, Alexis. So, Paul Pilau 2 days. Passport number checks out, and he's from Alegria, so he can go in. Because, oh, what did I do wrong there? Incorrect purpose response. Oh, that's frustrating. Sometimes with the repetition you just get a bit tired. Wozenfield district. Is that in our country? Issuing cities. I'm denying her. Who's this person? Passing through. There's no permit, so you can go home. Silly man. He knew there was a permit. He could have asked other people in the queue as well. They would have told him. Ingrid. She's transiting for just 2 days. Should be fine, Ingrid. I'm happy with you. You can head off and have a good day. Who's this fellow with a nice moustache? Shadi Safadi. Doing general labour. He's from Kolechia for 6 months. Let's get the rule book out. All collections must be searched. And you've been selected just for a random search. Shadi, it's just a random search of all collections. So, I'm afraid. A couple of photos, and I'm just going to have a quick look at the photo. So the front looks okay. Ooh, but in the back you have some weaponry or drugs. I don't know what that is, but it looks odd. So I'm afraid that you are going to be denied. Who's next? Papers, please. From Sawyer Healer, who's visiting friends for 12 weeks, 3 months. That should be fine. West Greston. Oh, no, I need to search her, don't I? Forgot about that. So another random search of all collections. Turn towards that scanner, please. And let's see what you've got in your x-ray. So you're obviously a woman, but you've got lots of knives. What can I do about that? Because we don't want knives. Oh, I can't really do anything, can I? I can't detain you on here, but I can deny your passport. She is a naughty lady, that one. Planning some kind of attack on Artstozka. Who's this person? Mikhail. Well, he doesn't have a passport, does he? Passport's required, Mikhail, I'm afraid. Oh, here we go. Antegria. Okay. I guess I have to accept you there, don't I? So, Mikhail, be more on the ball next time, please. Mickey, that was a bit too clumsy from your side of things. I want, you know, you're coming to a checkpoint, you need to show your passport first and foremost. Ethan's here for a visit. Long visit, isn't it? 60 days, that's fine. Okay. That's fine, Ethan, you can go in. Who's next? Who is next? Next person is this lady here, who is Tina Obakov. She's just here for 2 days. Passport checks out. She's from Import. She can go in, that's fine. Have a good travel. I've only had one penalty. Oh, what happened? In the issuing city. Oh. Sometimes you miss these things out. Who's staying 1 month is this lady, Eve Hill. Let's check Obristan whether it's got this place in it. Lord Naz, yes it does. Next person in. Oh no, invalid name. How did I miss that out? I thought I checked. Eve Hill, her name was. Immigrating. Jakov. You can go in. I think it's such a big queue, I just want to kind of clear the queue a little bit. Oh no, what did I do there? Invalid expiration day. I'm making all kinds of mistakes now. Transit. 14 days. That's fine. Oh no, I'll have quite a few fines there, won't I? Right, let's save money again. So, food and heat, I think are luxuries really. I'm gonna keep them out for the time being, just to build up my savings. Collection leader files complaints. Well, them's the breaks. November the 30th. So, my job's going well. They filed a formal complaint. A diplomat will arrive today for high-level discussions. Automatic searches are no longer authorized. Okay, so I can't search. Diplomats require only passport and valid diplomatic authorization. Right. Who's next? Come in, come in. Welcome to Artstozka, first person of the day. What's your name? Christopher Mishenko. He's a diplomatic envoy. If he's cute to become the first person to come in. Well, he can't know already about this rule, so I'm going to assume he's an actual envoy. And he is good. But other people might have caught wind of this. I've seen this lady before. Two months. Joseph, oh, her name's wrong. She might have got married, but let's highlight that and see what's going on. Her name was changed recently. Let's check the fingerprints. Yeah, the fingerprints look like they check out, so you can go in, Josephine, but you know, when you're on this kind of regime, what did I do? Alias does not match records. Oh dear. How did I get that wrong? Georgie, you need an entry permit, not a ticket, Georgie. Georgie is being silly now. He's got to get some advice about how to get a proper passport. Just willy-nilly just coming up and down. 8 weeks is Benjamin. Enter by then. Expiry date. Oh no, his thing's expired, I'm afraid. Passport's expired, Benji. Go home. Sort that out. You really should check before you come to immigrate. Who the heck's this? The Order. Some odd cultish person. Don't know what's going on there. Papers, please. Transit through Artstozka for young Ilya Latinen. She doesn't have any passport though. So let's highlight that. Do you have a passport? Oh, we got it here, good. Let's have a look at that. So passport checks out. Yes. Yep. You can go in. Ilya, just be more on the ball next time, please. Who's next? Nice lady. Andrea Slorovka. She's coming for a few months of work. Let's see. Is Skal in that place in Obristan? Yes, it is. Okay, you can go in. Andrea, have a good day. Who's next? Oh no, what did I do wrong there? Missing work pass. Oh. Genistra, Yoni from Genistra. She can go home. Papers, please. Burnton district. These districts are all wrong. They can all go home. What does that Appencliffe entry have? I get confused by the districts in Artstozka. My presence was required, so... Oh, but her passport is wrong. Oops. So this lady is... It must be a mistake. Detained, I'm afraid. You have to be detained. Because you could be anyone from Kolechia. We've had terrorist attacks passing through. Oh, here's another one whose passports doesn't match. And we've got to be careful, especially because we don't have x-rays. So you're detained as well. You've got to be careful, I'm afraid. Papers, please. Maxina Krauts from Kolechia. 14 days. So that should be... Oh, but unfortunately, it's expired, so she has to go. She has to go. Who's next? This guy, Dimitri. Dimitri, you can go. You can go in, Dimitri. Who's next? A lady here called Ryovsky Forcing. She's immigrating. So she wants to come to Artstozka forever. These Antegrians all seem to be keen to come over. They can definitely... We need skilled people, so that's fine. You can come and immigrate and contribute to our society. Who's this lady? Annie Bantari. Transit for 2 weeks, that checks out. Her photo looks a little bit different. This matching data, they're happy, okay. If they're happy, I'm happy. You can go in, Annie. Enjoy your 2 weeks here. Who's next? Who do we have now? Papers, please. Miguel is transiting. For a couple of weeks he is. Something about him looks a little bit suspicious, but what can I do? I've got to let him in. Something about Miguel just didn't quite click. Who's this guy? Oh, one of these fellas who doesn't have a passport. Let's get that going. Discrepancy detected. Passport's required. They took away your passport. That's a tough one, mate, but I've got to deny you that, I'm afraid. Good. That was quite a good day, I think, of stamping. Tab key to toggle stamp bar. So now I can upgrade my booth as well, and I've got lots of money in the bank. Walk to work. So I'm going to leave it at that for the time being, but I really enjoy this game. It's already got interesting themes, you know, and moralities. And there's apparently 20 different endings. So I can't wait to try it and see one of these endings once I either assume get killed or get sacked or my family dies. I'm not sure what they'll be, but join me again as I play a bit more some other time. Thank you.